What is up, Dino Run? It is your boy Kid Rex here with another reaction video, and today I will be reacting to another Gulleyboy video. This is called Top 5 Greatest Rappers of All Time, and this should be interesting. I don't know if I've already reacted to this before or not. I don't think I have. Let me know down in the comments if I have before. Top 5 rappers. Well, my top 5: Nas, Lupe, Eminem, Kendrick, and Biggie. That's my top 5. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Gulleyboy's top 5 is. The link to the original video will be down in the description down below. Just in case you want to check out the video without me, talking over it, because I will be giving my thoughts out and stuff. Also, follow my social medias. They should be up here somewhere. So go follow those, and make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, top 5 greatest rappers of all time. Let's get into the video. Oh yeah, before we get into the video, I almost forgot. Check out my newest skit. It is called Wonder Water. If you haven't already, please go check that out. I haven't done this skit in a while, so that was my first time. I don't want to say almost a year, but this is the first time in a while that I've put something out. Man, it's always a lot of work putting, doing skits. But please go check that Wonder Water skit out. Help your boy out. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, top 5 greatest rappers of all time by Gulleyboy. Let's get into the video.
Top 5 greatest rappers of all time. The list goes like this. Number 1, Lil Wayne. Number 2.
Hold on. Well, actually, let me let him finish. Let him finish.
Eminem. Number 3, Kanye West.
4,
Drake. Number 5, Tupac Shakur.
Okay, so that's his little top 5. He got Wayne, he got M, he got Kanye, he got Drake, and he got Tupac. All right, so for me personally, my top 5 is Nas, Lupe Fiasco, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Biggie. Those are my top 5 right there. So, everybody except for Eminem is different, right? Me and him both agree that Eminem, one of the top 5 best all time. But me personally, I don't think Drake is the best, but we probably have different criteria of who's the best. So it is what it is.
Now I know a lot of y'all wondering, why am I saying that these are the GOATs? Well, the last video I made, I got a lot of comments because I said that Tupac is the most overrated rapper of all time. Now, I still believe that. I ain't gonna never stop believing that. But what was interesting about the comments is the defense that people had that were trying to tell me that Pac was the GOAT.
I see. Now I gotta see that video, because I'm looking like, okay, so why was he saying that Tupac was overrated? I mean, I personally don't have Tupac that high neither, but I can understand why people would get mad that he called Tupac overrated. But hey, I gotta check that video out.
The classifications of Pac being the greatest rapper of all times in the comment section of the last video goes as follows: 1, impact, influence, how his body of work touched many of people through his words and through his poetry. And I like to throw in record sales, because you gotta have record sales when you're talking about the greatest rappers of all time.
Right.
I think the top 5 that I just came up with is undeniable.
Okay, you know what? That and that's his criteria, and that makes sense, because all these rappers right here that he's showing right now, Wayne, M, Kanye, Drake, these are some of the most impactful people, believe it or not. Record sales, out of this fucking world. So you know what? That's why I understand why this is his top 5. I'm glad that he explained that early on because you know. But like I said, mine is different except for Eminem. But this makes sense according to him.
Because all of the rappers in this top 5 that I just named has those exact same qualifications as Tupac.
Right.
They got impact.
Right.
They got influence.
Right.
They got the body of work to prove it.
Right.
And my favorite, they got the record sales.
Right.
I don't see how anybody can disagree with this. Now, what's funny about this is that I never liked having GOAT conversations. But now I love it. I love it because I don't see how anybody can deny this list. Now, another thing about my last video that I just couldn't really seem to understand is that people were saying that, nah, bro, Pac ain't overrated. Eminem is overrated. No, bro, Pac ain't overrated. Drake is the one that's overrated. No.
Okay, so as far as Eminem being overrated, I don't think Eminem is overrated. Eminem definitely pushed boundaries in hip hop. Definitely had a lot of influence. He to me is what helped expand hip hop even more from where it already was to a wider audience of people. You know, before, you know, when you ask a lot of like white people or whoever, non-black people, who their favorite artist is, a lot of times they'll say, you know, it's Eminem. It's Eminem. It's Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eminem made hip-hop bigger than what it was. I mean, it was already getting bigger, but he helped expand it even more. And he had the record sales, especially back in the day. He had the influence because even now, you know, people like Kendrick or Jid or whoever you want to say, he has that influence. He gave him that influence. And the body of work. Now, you could say whatever about M's body of work. You know, personally for me, I liked his earlier stuff than his later stuff. But he does have some classic albums. He has some classic singles. So, based on his criteria, that makes sense. And as far as Drake goes, look, I know Drake isn't the most lyrical rapper, you know, but Drake makes hits. Drake has influence on the game, bro. People always want Drake on the feature because they know instantly that he will make the song better. I don't know. Listen, it's his criteria, so I'm trying to see it from his point of view. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Pac ain't overrated. Wayne is overrated. Now, I don't see how y'all can have GOAT conversations and say that those rappers are overrated because they're in that same bracket.
Now, Wayne's not my personal favorite. In fact, I used to dislike Wayne. So, you know, he's probably not even in my top 10, but again, his criteria.
It's Tupac. They have those same qualifications as Pac. So when we talking about the GOATs, there is no way that those rappers don't fall in the same category. It's just facts. The reason why Wayne is number 1 is because Wayne, today, he is the most influential rapper. Wayne has influenced a whole generation.
A lot
His body
of people.
of work. You can take it back to the Hot Boy Wayne. Lil Wayne on the Hot Boys was a lot of people's favorites. But see, Wayne kind of did a Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson started off with a group and Michael Jackson was young. Wayne also started off with a group. Wayne was also young. Wayne went boom.
He just took off. Went solo.
Started with the block.
That was it.
Lights out. When it got to that Carter series, it was over. His position as far as influence was solidified once the Carters came out. Not only that, but mixtape Wayne. Wayne's influence is undeniable.
Yeah, I remember these days. This was back in high school, man. Everybody loved Wayne. They were listening to every album. They were listening to every mixtape. Oh boy, especially when fucking No Ceilings came out, man. Bro, you could not escape Wayne back in the late 2000s. This man had the game on lock. And again, not my favorite, but he was a lot of other people's favorites that I knew. So I can understand why he picked him.
Undeniable.
as one of
Ask
the top.
any rapper today who their favorite rapper is.
Even-
9 times out of 10,
even-
they're going to say
even
Lil
Kendrick
Wayne.
said
I
that's one of
guarantee
his
you.
favorite rappers.
Guaranteed. So Wayne is most certainly a GOAT. Okay?
Yeah.
The only rappers that I do listen to heavy on this list, I don't want to just say that I don't listen to none of these rappers. I love Pac, love
Right.
old Eminem,
Right.
and I still like Kanye West.
Right.
But these people aren't in my top 5 or top 10. This is GOAT conversation. This is GOAT talk. You talking about the
talk.
GOATs.
Go.
Greatest of all time.
Goat
You gotta have these people in the list. Number 2, I got Eminem. The
Okay.
reason Eminem is at number 2, not so much of his influence, because Eminem isn't as influential as Lil Wayne. He isn't as influential as Tupac. He ain't as influential as Kanye West. But the man's fan base is like no other in hip
Hella
hop.
fan
This
base.
is why he ranks high. Because Eminem has a very loyal, diehard
fan base.
Plus, Eminem still sells well. He might not pull 11 million, but I guarantee
He will
you
still
it's
go
gonna be
platinum.
a million or
He
close to
will
a million.
still go
I don't
platinum.
think his last album, I don't know, but I know the albums he dropped after the Eminem show, they still did millions. So numbers wise, fan base wise, Eminem is a GOAT. And he said he was a rap guy. Come on. He's a GOAT.
Lyricist.
So for all the people that's saying Eminem overrated, not in GOAT talk. In GOAT talk, he top 5. Now,
Yeah.
honestly, I think that you can play around with this top 5. I'm not gonna say that this
Yeah.
is the top 5.
I
but
mean-
this is how I see the greatest of all time. Maybe y'all see it
This
different,
is
but
his
you
GOAT
cannot
talk, y'all.
have nobody like MF Doom in this list because he don't got the qualifications. of none of the
R.I.P.
people in this
MF
list.
Doom.
You have to have the
R.I.P.
rappers with the stats.
Damn. R.I.P. MF Doom, man. The villain, man. Mad villain. Oh man. That's a shame. Man.
If they don't got these stats, they can't be in the GOAT list.
Right.
Not at all. Now let's get to Kanye West. Just like Wayne, Kanye influenced a whole wave.
Kanye's.
Come on, man. As much as I do not like 808 Heartbreak, that album right there influenced so many rappers we have.
Well, not even just that album, but like any album that he came out with back in the 2000s was just it was like game changing, at least for me. I'm sitting there looking like, if you go looking back at his old albums, you're just like, man, the production he was doing was just different, bro. Like, oh man, it takes me back, bro. College Dropout, fucking My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, fucking what was the other one? Graduation. Man, those albums, whoo, that body of work was crazy from Kanye.
Today, Kid Cudi, Chance the Rapper, whole bunch of people. You can go as far as to say Future, Drake. That album influenced a lot of heavyweights in the game right
Yeah.
now. Not only is Kanye West influential, but he also has the numbers as well. I
Yeah.
forgot to mention that Wayne has sold 110 million records total.
Damn.
Eminem has sold 220 million records total. Eminem is the highest selling rapper ever.
Right.
He sold the most records out of all rappers.
Right.
Eminem. He a GOAT. He a GOAT. Eminem
yeah.
fans, y'all finna love this video.
he a GOAT.
Undeniable. Kanye, 135 million records sold. But not only
135.
that, but the man was influential. Not just music. He was also influential when it comes to
that's
fashion
crazy.
as well. He
That's
got a lot
crazy.
of people into fashion. That's also influential. You can say the same thing about Wayne. I think Wayne had to be the rapper that kicked off the dreads trend. I'm not saying that he was the first rapper to have dreads because he wasn't, but
Yeah,
he
but
definitely
he
made it
helped.
popular. Tattoos
Made it
everywhere,
popular,
tattoos
yeah.
on the face. That's all Wayne. Wayne got to be the most influential rapper of all time. But like I said, I put him and Pac neck and neck. But yeah, that's why Kanye West is number 3. Now we move into number 4,
And
Drake.
here's Drake.
Now I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you right now, Drake ain't in none of my top nothing. Drake is ass. In my opinion, I'm gonna keep saying this in the video that this is not my list. This is the greatest of all. These are the GOATs.
Okay. So he's saying that this isn't his personal top 5 or top 10. This is, this is his objective top 5, right? This is what he thinks, based off influence, sales. What else he say? Influence, sales, body of work, and it was something else. But like, he's saying objectively, Drake is top 5, objectively. But I want to hear his top 5 because I don't know if I've reacted to whatever his top 5 or 10 rappers were before. It's been a while, but now I want to hear his personal top rappers of all time because this is his objective.
By the qualifications that y'all gave Pop, you can't deny this. Drake has to be in this list. This man has to be the most popular rapper in the game for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
gotta be. Because I think Drake came on the scene in like 09, Drake. So it's probably 11 years. Dude hasn't fallen off yet. It's been a decade.
Crazy.
Bro. A decade. Now, even though I don't like Drake's music, I gotta give credit where credit is due. The man hasn't fallen off.
He hasn't.
Continues to drop albums.
Every song he's on
got the
is
whole
hot.
World going crazy.
Instantly.
Everybody dancing. Everybody singing. He most definitely a GOAT. Drake is undeniably a GOAT. Top 5. Come on, man. I can't even think of another rapper that has been on top for a decade. On the real, I probably need to put Drake higher. Because like I said, you can play around with the list. The man don't, what they be saying, he don't miss. He do. I ain't even going to talk about his influence. Come on, man. Influence-wise, come on now. Dude is definitely a GOAT. Honestly, I think that these 5 people is undeniable. But you can also put Jay-Z in this list and 50 Cent. And if we talking influence, you can put Soulja Boy in the list.
No!
But let's get to the number 5 spot.
No. We not doing that today. No Soulja Boy. No. Keep that nigga out. Hell no. I mean, yeah, I get he had influence, but hell no. No, keep that nigga out.
Reason I put Pac at 5 was to piss y'all off. I know y'all gonna get mad. I already know. But in my personal opinion, Pac ain't number 1 in the GOAT list because he's been surpassed by Wayne, by Eminem, by Drake, whether you want to believe it or not. But out of this list, Pac is my favorite. Pac is my favorite out of this list. Cause just like I said in my last video, man, Pac ain't put out no whack albums, bro. He's not in my list, but he's definitely in the GOAT list. Definitely.
Makes sense.
Come on now. Come on, bro. How many rappers did Pac influence?
He influenced a lot of gangster rappers.
Same as Wayne. Definitely in the list.
Even non-gangster rappers too influenced
over Pac was simply his core following. Eminem's core following in his record sales. But like I said, you can play around with the list. Man. But yeah, man, the last video I dropped really had me thinking. The unpopular opinion videos, it really had me thinking. And like I said, I never really liked having GOAT conversations, but man, I'm starting to like these conversations now. Because this is not my personal opinion. These are just people that are in that bracket when it comes to numbers, influence, and impact.
Based off the criteria.
This is the top 5. Gotta be. Who else? Like I said, you can't put no MF Doom. Who else? You can't even put a Kendrick in this list. Can't, bro. Kendrick ain't on nobody level on this list.
Not yet. Not yet.
My personal opinion,
there's no
such thing as a greatest rapper of all time. I've always said this. My list is my list. And that's how I think it should be with everybody. The number 1 reason why I think Pac is overrated is that everybody says that you gotta have him in your list. If you don't have him in your list, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't like that. Well, all y'all Pac fans, if y'all don't have these rappers in y'all list, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Because these rappers had influence, they had impact. Just like
if you guys say Pac is gotta be top 5, then it's gotta be these other ones. I mean, like I said again.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Top 5 greatest rappers of all time.
That's
read it off again.
Pretty sound argument, though.
Lil Wayne, Eminem, Kanye West, Drake, Tupac. Top 5, man.
That's tough. That's tough, but
it is what it is, bro.
All right, so that was Gulleyboy's top 5 greatest rappers of all time. So, like, again, he says that personally that's not his top 5, but he's given an objective view about it, about, you know, based on the criteria he listed. Again, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. All right, so yeah, impact, influence, body of work, record sales. He's saying that Wayne, M, Kanye, Drake, and Tupac fit all of this criteria for GOAT conversations. And again, I mean, that makes sense based on what he listed. But again, just because, you know, this is his objective view, that doesn't mean that's on his own personal list. That's not my personal list, and that's not your personal list. Like I said earlier in the video, I have my own top 5. Like I said, Nas, Lupe, M, Kendrick, and fucking Biggie is my personal top 5, personally, all time. But with the argument that he was making, impact, influence, body of work, record sales, this all makes sense. Now, I would like to see anybody, you know, make a counter video saying, you know, why they agree, you know, they disagree with this, but makes sense. But yeah, if you like my reaction to this, I know I talked a lot throughout this video, but you know, I just wanted to give my thoughts. Comment down below, let me know what your top 5 rappers of all time is. You know, and do you agree with his objective view of this list, or do you disagree with one of the rappers or all the rappers? Who knows? But I mean, I agree with him based on the criteria he listed, but it is what it is. Make sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So peace, my dino brethren.
I should explain to you exactly what it is that I do.
Kirk Knight, what up? Yeah.